Hey everyone, I wanted to share with you a few ways that you can use me as a coach at Mockingbird. So, when I think about what coaching is, I found this quote that I thought kind of summed it up for me. Coaching is the art of creating an environment through conversation and a way of being that facilitates the process by which a person can move toward desired goals in a fulfilling manner. I thought that was really powerful in that we're trying to move toward our goals in a fulfilling way. And so, coaching to me is a way to meet any kind of goal, any kind of, or basically build on any kind of idea that we already have. Coaches are used in business with CEOs. Coaches are often used by administrators in districts. And so it's great that we have coaching available. And as I'm learning more about coaching structures, I'm going to be sharing them with you. So here are some things that I believe coaching is. Coaching is continuous and personalized professional learning. When we have that training in the summer, and sometimes as teachers, we forget about it later in the year, or we're trying to remember, or I want to continue to learn, that's what the coaching role is. It's a way to embed professional development into everyday work. It's also a way to build on strengths and also reach your personal goals. Again, whether they're your T-test goals or maybe even just a small goal of I would like for my students to transition from their seats to the door quickly and quietly. That is something that can be coached. Coaching is non-evaluative and it's confidential. I make sure that what we say and what we talk about is left confidential. It's also supportive and non-judgmental. I can come in and give you ideas. I can take data on what's happening, but really my goal is to support you and be non-judgmental. So here are some ways that you can use an instructional coach. And I'm going to challenge the specials teachers, the special education teachers, librarians, administrators, counselors. Lots of people use coaches. And so it would really stretch my knowledge of coaching if you would like to use me as well. Coaches don't have to be experts in an area to be able to coach, because that's kind of the idea, is that you can come in and help someone reach their goal based on these coaching strategies. So I'm going to challenge you, if you are not a general education classroom teacher, feel free to ask me to come coach you in any way. A coach can model a lesson or model a strategy. And so that might be me modeling for a class in front of the whole class, or it might be me just modeling for you and then you taking that back to your classroom and trying it out there. A coach can also co-teach a new strategy. I love to co-teach. I think there's something really powerful about two teachers collaborating together in front of the students and kind of playing off of each other. If that's your style of teaching or something you think you might enjoy, I'm happy to co-teach with you a new strategy or maybe just a difficult strategy. I can also help analyze data. Any kind of data you take on the students and you want to know what are the next steps, ask me. I'm happy to come help. I can take data on the students. If something that you want to know is how many students are being engaged either in your mini lesson or while you're pulling small groups, I can come and just watch, take notes on the kind of conversations they may be having, who's getting up, who's walking around, who is engaged, what are they doing when they're engaged, and then we can look back and make a plan for next steps. Maybe you want me to come in and help coach the next steps, or maybe you already have an idea. But me taking the data on the students is just a way to do that. I can also help in team planning. I can help facilitate if you feel like maybe your team's planning is going for a really long time. I can be the person who comes, just like I'm taking data on students, I can take data on your team if you feel comfortable, and you have to ask me ahead of time. Everyone has to agree to it, but I can take data on not who is getting off topic, but like maybe how many times we got off topic or how many times we checked an email. If you really feel that that will help your team focus more and use your time wisely. If that's not what you're interested, that's fine too. If you need someone to come in one time and be the person who checks on the norms and just says, all right, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. I can do that once or twice for you too until you kind of get comfortable with your norms and staying on topic. I can lead a book study. I can lead new learning. Obviously, that's pretty basic, but I love to read and I like audiobooks. So if there's a book you're interested in and you want to talk about it, I'm happy to collaborate with you. I will be able to facilitate learning walks this year. Our goal here this year is to have every educator participate in at least one learning walk. And the learning walk will have, for those of you who don't know, we'll have a plan, we'll make a quick plan, we'll go in, we'll look at something that's happening in the classroom from basically a goal that we've already set, and then we'll reflect and we'll have someone cover your class while you're doing that if that's during the classroom. More on learning walks later. And then we will always reflect afterwards. There have been research that show that people who reflect and then move forward are very successful in whatever they do. So reflection is incredibly important. A coaching cycle is something you might want to do if you have a goal. I like the visual of the mountain, so that's why I chose it, to have a mountain to conquer. But really, a coaching cycle can even be for a small little hill if you have some small challenge that you want to move past, or even a goal that you want to reach. So coaching cycle, there are many different ways. Here's the coaching cycle that I'm familiar with. We identify the needs of the learners or the needs of the educators, but ultimately we want to look at what they need. We set a goal together, can be a goal you already have, basic goal. Let's say we want our students to have more meaningful conversations in math workshop. Then we'll learn, so we may need to watch videos, we may need to read, we may need to plan out. I could co-teach or model or do a learning walk. So we learn what we need to do to move the students forward or move the lesson forward. Then we improve. So then we take it back to the classroom. I or you would take data either on the instructional strategy or what the students were doing, and then we reflect and make a plan to go forward. Coaching cycles can be short or long. They can be focused on whatever you want. Doesn't have to be instructional practice. It could also be behavior or another strategy you'd like to look at as well. Thank you so much for listening. So I would love for you to go to the survey that I've created, type your name in after you've watched the video, because that lets me know that you've seen it, and so that I can see who I might be able to reach out to. And then also I've put a vote for you so that you can vote on a snack for our CTT room. Thank you.